What do you get when you take a Massachusetts comedian,
Drink as much as you can, drink as fast as you can, have some fun.
a Massachusetts politician,
And I approve this message.
add 1 part sports, 1 part politics, and a healthy dose of unsubstantiated opinion? Sweeney and Malone. The views of this show are those of the hosts. Here's Steve Sweeney and Joe Malone.
Okay, Steve Sweeney here, reporting for duty, as always. Joe Malone is in Arizona, but he is on the phone. Joe, are you there, sir?
Reporting for duty, Stevie.
Yeah, well, don't act like you've done some great thing. I mean, you leave me here in rainy New England. Where are you in Arizona?
Yeah, but you know what? To get to Arizona, you got to go through the TSA torture.
Yeah, but
You know,
where
you
are
gotta
you
down,
in
you gotta-
Arizona, Joe?
Tucson,
It's a
the
beautiful.
Wild West.
It's a
home of
great
Wyatt
state.
Earp.
Sedona, the
great
Grand
sheriff.
Canyon. It's a fantastic
Yeah.
state. On the other line, I have my nemesis.
By the way,
Yes.
I went to a museum today,
Yeah.
and there was all sorts of to do about Wyatt Earp, and I was telling people, we got this sheriff out in Plymouth County. You know what I'm talking about, my friend, right?
Yeah,
Joe McDonald.
Joe McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah, I
great
said I'll
sheriff.
hold. He doesn't take a back seat to Wyatt Earp or Andy Mayberry or anybody else. So I
Andy
just wanted to
Mayberry,
get that
another
point
great
across.
sheriff.
Yeah.
On the other line,
Mike Bellotti.
I've got
Yeah.
my friend Phil from New York. Phil, how are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. I can't believe Joe abandoned you for this, huh?
I know it. Now,
What the-
I'm looking at my. Let's just start with this. My good friend from Phil from New York. I'm looking at my Boston Herald today. Where are the Yankees? Are they like in last place?
No, they're coming on strong, my friend. Don't
Are they?
ever count the Bronx Bombers out.
How are they doing? I'm trying to find it.
21 and 22,
And what are the
They're in
Red
third
Sox
place.
doing? Where are the Red Sox?
27 and 17, tied for first. But they're
Phil's
here.
got the
Yeah.
Phil's got the
Galloping
the standings etched in his brain.
Well,
That's impressive. How about the Mets?
never mind that. Let's just stay on the Yankees. Do the Yankees have as high a payroll as the Red Sox?
Probably the same payroll.
But yet, what place are they in?
Hey, we're only like not even a quarter of the way.
No. What place are they in,
Man.
Phil?
The Yankees tied for second.
Tied for second. Are they really?
Yeah, they are.
Jesus God.
Red Sox are tied for first. Yankees are tied for second.
All right. So how did the Rangers do?
Which, the Texas Rangers?
No. The hockey Rangers, the New
They
York
went
Rangers.
out in the was it the first or second round of the playoffs?
Now, what about the New York Knickerbockers?
Knickerbockers decided this year they'd rather not play in the
I
playoffs
see.
and come close to winning in order to get a little more rest for the offseason.
All right. Now to go to Joe's question. How about the Mets? How are they doing?
That's a good tied for first.
I don't know.
But you know what? So think about this, Steve.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, he's got Trump and he's got Hillary, 2 New Yorkers.
And
Sanders.
he's also got de Blasio.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, that's
listen,
right.
Is
You
there
can
a
keep
rumor?
him.
I've been hearing a rumor that you guys are you guys going off the air? Are you staying on or what? You guys have one of the most successful radio shows around.
Well, here's the thing. There was
Sweeney's asking for Howard Stern like money.
No, that's
Steve,
not. There was a demand for a retirement show before us, and that's what happened. So they do 45, we do an hour, and I can't keep it up. You know what I mean, Phil? I mean, it's all me. It's all me. I have to carry it.
And there could be a lawsuit pending by me against Sweeney.
Right.
So I can't talk about it.
What? There's some animosity between the two.
Oh
of them?
my
Come on.
God! You can cut it with a knife.
Hey, it's Simon and Garfunkel had their problems. Sonny and Cher had their problems.
Yeah.
Lewis and Mott. You know, it happens.
I think
Oh,
of
my-
myself. Let's go through those teams. I think of myself more as Garfunkel, and I think of myself more as. Hey, you know, it's funny you say that though, because when Martin and Lewis broke up, the prediction was Dino would go right down the tubes, and it was just the opposite. He went right through the sky. So there you go.
Yeah.
I look at you guys
Well, yeah,
more
people
like
said to me,
brothers.
you won't want to put up with Sweeney more than 6 shows. You know, that was the over/under 6.
6, and
Now
it's
it's been
6.
almost 6 years.
6 years. Phil, hey, Phil.
I want to come up and produce your show. I'm going to take you guys national is what I would like to do.
You know, that's
You know
funny you
what?
should say that because there are things in the works that I can't talk about. But this week's New York Times Philadelphia Phil. I used to have a friend from Charlestown named Philadelphia Phil. He was a bookmaker. He's one of the funniest guys I ever met. He said, "Tell your brother to break his own legs. I'm exhausted." Yeah. Anyway, Phil, I looked in the New York Times Sunday art section. There is so much great music coming to New York City. Did you know that?
I wasn't aware. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Concert, you mean?
And also, there's a musical that I would love to see about one of my favorite actors, James Cagney. It's coming to New York.
I had no idea. It hasn't opened yet, right?
Do you ever make your way out of the strip clubs and notice that you have all these plays? This is Broadway.
The strip clubs there's always a new one popping up though. There's always something new.
What-
I get to Broadway. I've seen Hamilton.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was incredible. I mean, it was really like nothing I had ever seen before.
Wow, that's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, what are people feeling in New York about the Donald?
You know, it's divided, just like the rest of the country.
Just like the rest of the
There are some
country.
people that are big fans and think, you know, he tells it like he is. He's no political correctness, and you know, he's going to be good for the country. The other people that are aghast and disgusted.
That's a great word. He's aghast.
Yeah, I mean, this guy could actually be president. You know, the way he talks and the things he says.
But you know what?
Aghast. I love it.
You know what, though? I look at just the lines at an airport now. You know, they're telling I get a notice on this flight back. Be there minimum 2 hours before your flight. Now, think about it. If you're traveling with an elderly person or if you got 2 or 3 young kids that you're traveling with, you got to get there minimum 2 hours before the flight. Now, it was always get there an hour. If you're so incompetent as an administration that you can't even get that right and you can't get the veterans hospitals right, you don't deserve to be in office. I'm amazed that nobody has stuck a microphone in Obama's face and said, hey, you're the man in charge. Fix the damn airports. You're torturing people by making them wait in line unnecessarily. You got incompetence working for you. You don't deserve to be president if you can't fix the little things. If you're messing up the little things, you know that he's messing up the big things.
Wow.
That's such a little thing. I mean, they just did something where they had, you know, the inspector general had people walking through with like fake weapons, and they missed 95% of
95% of them were not caught. So you got millions of people waiting in line. In fact, recently
You're blaming Obama for that?
They should. It's under his administration, just like the VA hospital.
You can't.
They blame Bush for not
taking
you
you hire
care of
someone.
the,
they just fired the guy in charge, and you know they're paying them virtually nothing.
Yeah, but I
would-
think I don't think it's an easy problem. Like
Steve,
there's a lot of
let
people.
me tell you this.
All right, go ahead.
Steve,
Yes.
listen to a fool. They've got a $2 billion budget. Of the $2 billion,
Yep.
$1 billion of it, 50% of it goes to management people who are in Washington. They're not even near an airport. You tell me that makes sense? Hey, what does it take? $1 billion worth of personnel to manage those
Can
people
you
at the
honestly
airport?
say, Joe or Phil, that you don't like being patted down? I love it. Sometimes I'll go to the airport. I don't even have a flight. I'll just keep going around in a circle.
You know, when I go to the airport, I don't wear any undergarments anymore.
Wow, now you're hitting it.
Wow. And he goes in there with a Speedo bathing suit.
You know who just walked in, Joe? Another
Rick
one of our
Johnson.
saviors. We've got 2 saviors of this show, Steve Chase
Yeah.
and Rick Johnson. And
But
Rick
you know
just
what? I don't
walked in.
view it. So, Stevie, here's a matter of perspective.
Okay.
I don't view it as a savior. I view it as this guy is brilliant because
Who?
he knows that Sweeney and Malone show is listened to by people all over the South Shore.
Yep.
He owns Plymouth Water Sports, and so people are going to flock to use his boats and his other gear during the course of this summer. It's tremendous business.
Rick, would you like to
decision
say
by
hi
a
to
smart
Joe and
man.
Phil?
Joe, how you doing? Phil, how you doing out there?
Fantastic. Who was this now?
Rick Johnson. I'm with Plymouth Water Sport, Phil. We spoke, I think it was last season sometime.
Yeah.
We might have done a remote from our place down there.
Yes, I do remember.
You know-
Nice to talk to you.
The thing is,
He's like the Jacques Cousteau of South Shore.
you know what, Rick? What people say to me? They say, "Why do you have Phil on?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know why we have Phil on."
I think he's
People don't-
go ahead.
people ask you
But
that?
people like Phil.
Who wouldn't?
He's not an authority on anything except strip clubs, which I happen to love.
How about wives? How about wives?
Phil, he says that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I like Phil because, he's got something. I don't know what it is. What do you-
I'll tell you what it is.
what do you think it is?
He's well run. Pick a subject. Pick a subject that you're going to
No, you're
stump
right.
he on. He gets you every time.
All right,
He
easy.
has
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
stump
no,
you
yeah.
right now, Phil. Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. English literature.
For 200, Alex.
The two.
Yeah.
He wants the 200. He wants all the money.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. English literature. You ready? Okay. So, who wrote the book High Fidelity?
High Delhi? What'd you say?
High Fidelity. Jesus God. This is modern English literature. Nick Hornby. Okay.